Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
What's up, Chris?
You know, tonight was Money in the Bank, and there was the first ever women's Money in the Bank match tonight, and somehow a man still wound up winning.
Yeah.
You figure it out, people.
I got to tell you, we just saw the interview. Right, Chris?
And that's what they should call it, is the interview.
It was Amy Pascal, and it was Kevin, what's his last name? Feige. He looked, my God, like he swallowed. After she did that, she put the thing about, we're doing it for the fans. Like, there's nothing he could have said.
And if you watched it, he had that stutter look to it when he looked at it like, are you kidding me?
Well, in case the audience don't know what the hell we're talking about, Amy Pascal basically, if you didn't see the last Everything Show, Amy Pascal basically put Kevin Feige on the spot, saying that the Venom and Silver&Black and all is in the same universe as the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Spider-Man and Parker. And she was saying that we're doing it for the fans, and you got to see each chapter, so you got to see Sony's chapters as well that are not connected with Marvel. So he was swallowing. His eyes went like, right? The body language was amazing. Like, he probably broke a lot of stuff after that interview. Like, she screwed him and Marvel and everyone. And she is a pro. You got to know she's a pro.
Mm-hmm.
She just totally. I would never, if I was Marvel, I would never do an interview with her. Ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Ever be connected to do an interview with her. Ever. Don't ever let her speak. Don't even go near her. Because she played them. She was smart. She outsmarted them. Totally. That if they would have came out and said it, then it's not for the fans, is it? You know, it would have been like, oh. So, right, Chris? Did you get that?
No, I mean, I definitely think that she pulled the wool over his eyes.
Definitely.
And she caught him off guard. I still stick by what I said before. I think that he probably should have not gone off the deep end, but maybe said something to kind of counter it cleverly. However, I watching it again, I understand why he didn't say anything.
Back by what she said, it's like he didn't know what to say.
I think the reason why he didn't say anything was probably because he was pissed off.
Oh,
and
yeah.
If he would have said something, it would have been nasty.
Right.
However, if he would have said something, I think he could have said something along the lines of, we're looking into options, but right now they are separate.
Even to say that, she would have did something right back at him.
Well, I mean, fine. I mean, but at least you know the clear story though, because this is going to confuse a lot of people. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out there who aren't like us that look at this stuff, and people are going to be like, oh, they're part of the same universe.
Tomorrow or today, at some point in time on Monday, there'll be no room for error. Marvel will clarify this.
They better.
100% that Venom, they have no connection with the Venom movie in any way, artistically, nothing. They have no connection.
They got a fire drill going on right now trying to soothe this over.
They're going to be up late right now making speeches and speeches and speeches. And they're even going to, you know what they may even do? They may even get their buddies, like Robert Downey Jr. or somebody else, to speak out like a little bit about it and say, oh, yeah, it would be cool, wouldn't it? But it's not. Or something.
Yep.
I guarantee you that, like, Robert Downey Jr. will crack a joke like, oh, yeah, it'll be cool, but, you know, we can't, you know,
Wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah, it would be cool. Wow.
Well, I got to say, I agree. I think that I definitely think that we're going to see something from Disney today, whether it's in video form or more likely probably like press release form or something like that.
I would say like so early in the morning that you're like, wow.
They're going to come out and be like, they're not connected, you know, but we wish them luck. You know, it's going to have the political BS in it that they're not going to sound angry or disappointed or anything like that. They're going to say, we don't agree with Amy Pascal's view. Mm-hmm. These movies are separate. As of right now, there's no connection, blah, 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 blah.
This was probably, they'll probably says, now there's she was just theorizing.
No, they didn't even say that.
But, no, I'm just saying.
Venom and Silver&Black are not
future project. and she spoke out of turn.
They're not going to do that because then that's going to start a fight, and then she's going to respond.
Well, I got to tell you, I think that no matter what they do, they're going to start a fight, even if they don't intend to, because I think that either Amy Pascal or Sony is going to respond and be like, well, what do you mean? And,
I don't think, unfortunately, and this is the way I feel, I think that Sony is going to back Amy Pascal, and I think that they are not going to go against her in any way.
Yeah.
And that they're loving this because it's bringing hype to their stuff.
Oh, this is publicity. This is great for them.
But they don't realize it that they just destroyed Spider-Man: Homecoming, as far as I'm concerned.
I wouldn't say that they destroyed it, but they definitely put a dent in it, I think.
Besides this, when people see that this is like 90% Iron Man and 10% Spider-Man, everybody that's going to review it on the YouTube channels and everywhere, they'll be like, wow, I don't like Iron Man 4. I guarantee it. And then this is going to be a wake-up call to Marvel that you thought when Marvel took over, they would do it perfectly, their own character, and they made it worse than Sony did. So I'm going to tell you, as far as I know, now I know Tom Holland spoke out, which again, he doesn't speak for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He said something like he wanted it to be a trilogy, right? But Marvel did not confirm that that's going to be making Homecoming 3.
I think they have recently, though.
Well, was this a new contract? Because according to Amy Pascal, the contract one was for just 2 movies, right?
It was for more than 2 movies. They had a number of appearances that he could be in. And I remember watching a video where they went through – there was a channel that went through his appearances, and they said, okay, so we have Civil War, Homecoming. He's supposed to be in Avengers. I think he had a couple of appearances, and there was one appearance like, we don't know what this appearance is. And then Homecoming 3 fits that bill. So I remember at first, you're right. Tom Holland said it at first, and that was
he's probably gonna appear in Ant-Man and the Wasp maybe or something.
I don't know about that. I who knows? Maybe. See, it's kind of hard for us to say this because we only know so limited information about what's in the contract.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, legally, I don't think they have to reveal what's in the contract because it's confidential.
Well, if this gets bad, if I was Sony, I would look for a distraction. So announce that Ghostbusters sequel. It'd be all right and totally distract everybody. But anyway, yeah, no, this is bad. This is bad, man. She may go back after, which would be even worse. She may. I mean, I'm worried about the whole. I mean, the worst case scenario?
Listen, everybody is looking at this as being Iron Man 4. This was a calculated move on her part, in my belief. It had to have been. People are looking at this and saying this is nothing more than Iron Man 4. So since they think it's Iron Man 4, I'm going to throw a wrench in the works to knock off 1,000 or so. And when people go to watch it, they're going, where's the Spider-Man movie you promised us? This is nothing more than Iron Man with Spider-Man as a cameo.
I mean, really, it would have been like, and we haven't seen the movie yet, so this is just me speculating, but from the amount of Iron Man that we see in these trailers and the amount of Tony Stark that's in the trailers, it would have been in the equivalent of in Kong Skull Island if Kong was fighting a Skullcrawler and then all of a sudden Godzilla showed up and started fighting the Skullcrawler and then he saves Kong and then goes away. It's like, this isn't a Kong movie anymore. So what the hell? So with this, I mean, it looks like, I was okay with Stark being in it, maybe as a mentor to him, but then when I saw Iron Man save that ship, I was like, what the hell are they doing?
Like I said, this is nothing more than him being a cameo in his own damn movie, which shouldn't be the case.
Well, do we know really how much screen time Robert Downey Jr.'s got in this movie?
Not for sure, no.
Probably and what about Gwyneth Paltrow?
30%.
I don't even know. I mean, she hasn't even shown up in the trailers, so.
They're not going to show everything. What about the Shocker? I mean, he's going to be in it too, right?
Well, here's the thing. Thanks to Lego, we have another leak. Apparently, he gets the full suit and everything in this movie.
Oh, lovely.
And I guess there's like a final battle set or a battle set, and my friend was like, yeah, he's in the suit.
Oh, that's lovely.
So, I guess
The
the
two
Shocker
villains.
is a villain in this
And what
movie.
about the Tinkerer? He's just a Tinkerer.
I think he just makes the stuff for them and helps them
Better.
make it.
He makes it better.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know anything about the Venom script, and it's shooting in September.
Boy, they're keeping that really close to the chest.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if they're ready to shoot in September, this is further along than we all thought.
This has been too secretive for my taste. I mean, nothing. They pulled the wool over Marvel's eyes. They blindsided everybody. Very unbelievable. I don't even know what to say.
They're using this deal with Marvel, Sony. They're using this deal with Marvel as a vehicle to try to get a franchise of their own that works.
Mm-hmm.
This is a mistake. I don't know. Isn't there going to be a third movie they're announcing?
What, with Sony?
No. Where it's Spider-Man universe, but not Spider-Man. Like they have Venom, they have Silver and Black. So wasn't there supposed to be a third movie that's part of that?
I'm assuming that there's going to be, because if those rumors about Silver and Black are true, like Kraven the Hunter, the Chameleon, the Kingpin, Spider-Woman.
Well, no. Wait a minute. They can't use, because Kingpin is in Daredevil.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean Kingpin.
All right.
There was somebody else who's supposed to show up.
A lot.
There's a lot of villains apparently. Scorpion. That's
Kraven, Chameleon,
Spider-Woman,
Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
And so if they do go with Norman, let's hope they keep with the more of the non-helmet.
If they're using Norman Osborn, right, then who the fuck is going to be the Green Goblin in Homecoming?
Wait a minute. Why would there be Green Goblin in Homecoming?
No. I mean, like in a Homecoming sequel.
Why would they be allowed to do that?
Well, this is what I'm saying. They're not going to be able to use his main villain?
Yeah.
That sucks.
They're not. Listen, they're so worried because they screwed up the last time in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, well, yeah.
These off limits now. They could use Mysterio.
For now. Because I'm saying for now, not to disagree with you, but
no, I'm trying to see who they could use.
Yeah,
Mysterio they could use, right?
Yeah.
But now, are they going to do Spider-Gwen now, or Spider-Man 2099 now? Sony? Sony's probably. You know what? That's it. Sony's going to announce Spider-Man 2099, and you know what they're going to do? This is what they're going to do. They're going to tie in Spider-Man 2099 with Venom.
Probably.
Because it's Miguel O'Hara, the symbiotes from the future but went into the past. They could do Spider-Gwen. They could do all that, whatever.
Hell, they could even do a friggin' Scarlet Spider movie if they wanted to.
Well, they said that that's Marvel.
Okay?
Well, they said that Homecoming 3. We're just calling the Homecoming 3 because we don't know how to call it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be the Jackal, Scar, Spider, Kane, all that. That's going to be 3 because he's going to be a little older. It's going to establish, and Gwen Stacy and all that stuff. So, you know.
Well, this is my thing though. If they're making movies, right? If that Venom movie does well, let's just say it does well.
It's going to be a problem then.
But let's just
Carnage
say it does
will
well.
be in the sequel immediately.
Yeah.
If it does well, they'll do a sequel, right? I guarantee you they announce 2 more movies afterwards that use his villains.
Oh, absolutely.
And that'll be more villains that they can't use.
Sinister 6?
Yeah.
Sinister 6 will be back on the table.
Yeah. They might go, they'll take Carnage for a sequel if he's not in the first one.
Yep.
Then we can't use Carnage in the MCU. Then they'll suck up so many of his villains that that we want to see in the MCU, and they'll use them. Well, here's the thing: we don't even know if there's already plans to do that. You know what I'm saying? They might have plans to make like 100 of these movies, and we wouldn't even know.
My concern is that does Marvel realize the mistake and leave him alone in the sequel, Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in it. Nobody in it.
They need to.
And who's the love interest?
It's like they don't trust either their new actor or they don't trust the script by having Iron Man in it.
Gwen Stacy's going to be the love interest, I'm pretty sure.
Well, this is what I think is going to happen, and again, we can't say for sure until we see the movie. If Zendaya's character winds up being a big hit with the audience, she'll come back.
She won't come back.
No, if she's a big hit with the audience, she'll come back. Trust me.
She's not going to be a big hit.
Well, we don't know. We can't say that because we don't know. But if she is, then there's your love interest for the rest of these movies. And let me say this too. If Homecoming is a big hit, this is your Spider-Man media for the next few years. It will filter into everything else that they do.
Does he have a love interest in this one?
No.
I mean,
I think it's supposed to be Zendaya's character.
No, it's the other one. It's,
no. You're right. It's Liz. Yeah, Liz.
Yeah, but they're not gonna hook up though.
No, I don't think so.
No.
They're probably going to go to the dance together. That's it.
It'll be a mistake. And they're not going to mention Uncle Ben at all in this one.
I'm starting to get the feeling that Uncle Ben doesn't exist in the MCU.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to become like the Gwen Stacy of old. She initially died, and she never came back, and then.
I mean, that's the whole reason he became Spider-Man. You can't not have him in it. I mean,
unless they're keeping it close to the vest, and they just mentioned that he died off camera.
Well, they said no origin, right?
Well, yeah, because they didn't want to do it over again because we saw it with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Which is something I wish DC would learn with friggin' Batman, but that's going off topic.
Yeah, because how many times do we have to see? Let's walk down an alleyway. Let's get shot. And come on. Yes, Man of Steel had its problems, but at least they did it more as a flashback than the actual. Let's take up a third of the movie.
Well, you know what? Let's shift the discussion now, away from Spider-Man, because odds are we're going to be doing podcasts about this for the week. So let's shift the discussion because of Man of Steel 2, because stuff came out today that due to the popularity of Supergirl, that Supergirl is going to possibly be in the Man of Steel 2 with Brainiac. Nice. Now, what do you think about that, Chris?
I think it's 100%. Because, A, like you said, the popularity with Supergirl on television. And B, there was a prequel comic that came out with Man of Steel. And in that prequel comic, Supergirl was already on Earth.
Yep.
So, I think she's there.
So she's going to be there to make it lighthearted.
I hope so.
Too dark.
Yes.
Too dark.
So.
But not like the 80s version of Supergirl.
No.
It's too dark. The DC Cinematic Universe. Or whatever. DC. What is it called?
The DCEU.
DCEU.
Yeah.
Why is it called?
And they need to also explain who was inside that other pod, which we saw.
Right. Expanded universe.
It's expanded or extended universe. Yeah.
Extended universe. Okay. Oh boy. So again, I want a Superman. Well, you know what? Too, I'm kind of against Supergirl appearing in the second movie because he never stopped. Like, can we just have Superman by himself?
Yeah, I wish.
I mean, would that be so hard to just do? Completely alone. Can he have his own movie? I mean, putting her in there, it's like taking away the well, maybe she's there to take away the attention from Batman vs Superman and him dying and
the only way they could do
all that shit they don't want to talk about. Really,
they're gonna give her a spin-off movie if she's a success in the movie. We'll see a Supergirl movie.
I'm sure that. Well, here's the thing, Toad. You don't think that people from the TV show are gonna get mad that she's not? I think
they have every right to get mad because again, this is basically the same thing that happened with The Flash. It's like, oh, well, you don't fit our universe, so.
But then again, what if they did cast her as a different
I'd be okay
universe?
With that. I don't want Supergirl, but hey.
So. What else happened today? Anything else?
What was there? Oh, Godzilla King of the Monsters starts filming today.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think.
There was Deadpool took a picture on laying down on the
on the lawn of.
He's like, they're not home again. That was hysterical, you know. And they're filming X-Men movie now too, aren't they?
Oh, are they?
Well, actually, I heard James McAvoy's shaving his head right now. He's getting ready, I guess.
Could you imagine every time he goes to the barber just to get a haircut, they're like, "So, are you shaving your head to play Xavier?"
Yes, I am. Yeah. So, and here's an article about that, Chris. I don't know if that's. So, let's see. Want to talk about that?
Yeah. Let me just get this going here.
And we'll talk about our other favorite subject lately too.
Oh no!
What's that?
That we've been talking about.
I can't imagine what it is.
Yeah. Cumberbatch finally reported to the Avengers set. Finally.
Oh my gosh.
I know they had to stand in like a cardboard cutout or something before.
Yeah. So apparently, this X-Men article is saying that it's potential that Jessica Chastain might be playing the villain.
Leandra, right?
Yeah.
Shi'ar Empire.
Yeah, because me and Joe talked about that.
It says that there's a speculative list of mutants that includes Sunfire, Dazzler, Monet, Mimic, Rogue, Carl Lycos / Sauron, and Mastermind.
I also said, I wonder who they're going to get, if they're going to go with the Mastermind.
So a new Rogue. And what about Dazzler? It's not going to be Taylor Swift, right? Because they were talking about that before. That it might be Taylor Swift.
That turned out to be her just happening to be there, and they took a snapshot.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about this other article a little while ago.
Yes.
This has to do with Alien Covenant, and apparently, I guess it's confirmed now. The Chinese version of the movie has 6 minutes of the movie removed that specifically has several scenes with the xenomorphs and the film's unexpected male-on-male kiss. So China is basically getting a different movie.
Yeah. And I would like to see I want to see what that looks like. Did I see them running and then David's like, ah, you know, it's like, and it's just, they can't even show her in the pod. Maybe they're traumatized.
Well, this is what we have a reason for why they're doing this apparently. And this article is on Dark Horizons, so go take a look at it. But paraphrasing, basically, it says that the Chinese government censorship laws, which work under the guise of protecting children from sexual or violent imagery.
Right.
But yet they'll show Transformers there.
Yeah, that's what's the wrong with this?
And Fast and the Furious.
Because it's more than meets the eye. And
yeah, with this kiss,
and
I'd say.
They want people to buy cars, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but no violent imagery, though? Like, give me a break. Like, there's other violent scenes in this movie.
What do you want me to tell you? I don't know. I can't speak for them. Although maybe Mr. Ben can speak for them. So, we got real quiet all of a sudden. What happened?
Well, no, we thought you were going to continue with that.
Oh, I don't know. I just want to see what kind of movie this is going to be. I want to see the cut. You know, like if you can't show the creature that she's fighting, I mean, is it going to be somebody in a suit?
It's just the xenomorph is covered in a giant blue dot.
Right.
It's like they're running away from a blue dot.
Oh, you know what I wanted to talk to you about related to this? Could you show that picture I sent to you from?
The
yes.
Deadite.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on.
Yes. Okay. I went to Forbidden Planet. Okay, in the city, which I know it's not related to the cast, but their Doctor Who selection is like horrible. But anyway, I wonder if it's because of the ratings. I don't know. But anyway, the Deadite in Ash vs. Evil Dead is spitting image of the neomorphs in Alien Covenant, crossed between Hellraiser's Cenobite. And that's what Alien Covenant thing is.
Yeah, I got it right here.
A rip-off. Rip-off. Just like Eaters of Light ripped off from Doctor Who Pacific Rim. All right.
We have to talk about that, too.
Yeah. Unreal. If you watch the episode, you remember, Scott.
Yeah.
It's exact.
Oh, it was. I'm looking at it. Like, yeah, I had to actually pause it to make certain I wasn't.
We can't show video on here, but if you watch Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2, I believe, right?
Yep.
It is exact what the neomorphs are. And it's also a cross between a Deadite, a Cenobite from Hellraiser, and Deacon from Prometheus, right, Chris?
Like, well, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily
Deacon, it's a Deacon. Like there's a shot from the side. The Deacon thing is this one's white instead of yeah. So again, I'm not happy with when people copy off of things. You know, just like it was interesting. I was watching Men in Black 3 today, which I love. I love Men in Black 3, but you notice some things now that other movies came out. You notice that Luke Cage is in the movie. Because he's supposed to be like Will. The guy that plays Luke Cage is in the movie. Plays Will Smith's father. You have Tommy Lee Jones was also in Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other one that was in the movie too? That was from a Marvel movie. Why did I forget? What other movie was it? Saying this. Well, anyway. They had that scene where Will Smith gets shot, is going to get killed by that the creature, right? Mm-hmm. The bad guy. And then he time jumps and reverses it, sort of like Doctor Strange. Do you remember we prepared a bargain? And I'm like, my God. They copied off of each other. And then I'm hearing Spider-Man theme music in Men in Black at Cape Canaveral. I'm like, oh! I was like, that was pretty interesting. Who was the other person that was in that movie that it was related to? I'm trying to think. Why can't I think of what it was? Oh, well. There was 3 Marvel movies that was connected to that. 3. Why can't I think of it now? I'll think of another show. Anyway, again, talk about what else we were going to talk about.
So, yeah, it was staying on the topic, we were talking about Doctor Who. I was reading the comments today from the Real Whovians cast that we did last night on Eaters of Light, and I don't know how I missed this, and thank you to that commenter, was Head of Cerberus, who put this comment on there. Not only...
Well, did you want to do that on Real Whovians cast, or you want to do it on here?
Oh, we could do it on here. I could say it again later on. But
all right, good.
Not only... was the monster like something from Pacific Rim, he pointed out that the plot of the episode was like Pacific Rim. And he said, you notice that they have a rift to another dimension, just like the breach in Pacific Rim, where the monsters were coming
through. So they
through.
watched Pacific Rim.
So obviously. I was like, holy moly, that's true. It's basically just Pacific Rim's drift, or the rift, the breach, whatever it was called. In Pacific Rim.
They won't learn. Will they? Will they ever learn? The worst ratings in history. Will they ever learn to stop copying off of each other and different things and do something original? Never learn. And this is why we have the worst ratings. And this is why we are genuine and we're saying what the feelings are about it. And people are not. And it's going to get the show canceled. Because everybody wants to smile and, oh, it's great. It's wonderful. But nobody's buying anything, are they? I don't see them buying any toys. I don't see them buying anything. So, they're very telling. Very telling.
I don't even remember anything really coming out.
Very telling. What else? Was there anything else, Chris? There was, what else was there to talk about? Comic book-wise, anything? Oh, Jurassic World 2, maybe? Was there anything on that?
I heard that they're reshooting the ending to that.
Ooh.
Like they're redo. I don't know how true it is, but I'm pretty sure
Because they
I
finished
read.
filming, didn't they?
I think it's either finished or it's close to being finished.
So Jeff
But I heard that
Goldblum's in
they're
it.
reshooting the ending.
Let's see. Jeff Goldblum's
And apparently
in
the
it.
Indominus Rex is going to be in the movie.
Oh God.
Or I guess a new one or something.
So they're saying that there's a movie. Well, let me just continue with Jurassic. So now there's another one, right? A third one they've got, because then they said there was going to be a third one also.
I'm sure there's going to be, yeah.
Third Jurassic World. Okay. All right. What about this article, Chris? I don't know if this is anything, but what are you typing, Scott? Writing a book?
No. Somebody's chat is I am me and I'm.
Oh, okay. What is that, Chris? Anything?
This is weird. It says Doctor Who Rachel Talalay, director. I guess she directed a Doctor Who episode or something. Has a strong vision for the She-Hulk movie.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Oh, so we're gonna call her She-Hulk now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Yes, we're gonna call it.
Oh, she directed Tango.
We're gonna call her She.
It's by her being.
We're gonna call her She-Hulk. Yes, because you know what? They have to make a She-Hulk movie after Zack Snyder. Wasn't it Zack Snyder that bashed the shit out of She-Hulk?
I remember
Ant-Man.
somebody did. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, let's get it going because despite, I want to see if that makes more money. So she wants a She-Hulk movie.
Yeah, and apparently she also directed Tank Girl. So.
Which that was a while ago. All right.
Okay.
Again, I have no objections to a She-Hulk movie.
Me neither.
In fact, I want it more than anything, just to show DC
But are they
how
going
it's
to
done.
get Brigitte Nielsen to play her?
Oh. No.
Hey,
I remember having that Starlog
Look
magazine.
at this point. They won't be able to have to bitch about hairy armpits and have it CGI'd in because.
I remember having that Starlog magazine about her being the She-Hulk. I think she painted herself green purposely, saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm going to be She-Hulk." And then they never filmed anything, I think, right?
Yeah, that was short.
They were just doing all that stuff in that magazine about Power Pack movie and all kinds of other stuff, which never happened.
I have that. I don't know where, but I think I actually have that.
They said there's a horror movie, right, Chris? That's like Groundhog Day, but horror.
Yeah, it's called Happy Death Day.
Yeah,
and people keep dying over and over.
It's like Groundhog Day.
And the person keeps dying over and over and over, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, that's weird. Same person dying like a million ways or something? Like, 20 ways, 30 ways.
That's a pretty creative idea for a horror movie.
Yes. And I was actually talking to Mike D about Jason off air, which, we were saying how, I was even saying too, like, we haven't really had a Friday the 13th movie with current technology, did we? Cell phones. I mean, think about it. Computers and internet.
Well, we had that one, the reboot that Michael Bay did, but
was that with cell phones? And
that was recent. It was recent.
Were there cell phones in the movie and like technology and stuff like that?
To be honest, that movie wasn't good, so I don't really remember.
Right. Well, I'm just saying it would be an interesting twist to see, like Crystal Lake Denizens with technology and running with the cell phone, whatever, like some crap like that. And I lost the signal. What? Oh, it's like, wait, do you hear me now? And it's like, oh, they died.
I would love to see a scene where the woman is like they're communicating, like a woman and maybe like her boyfriend or something. They're communicating on like the line. And then, like, his line goes dead, and she's like, "Sweetheart, where are you?" And then she turns a corner, and Jason's holding the phone up, and he's just like,
"Oh, it's showing like on Skype or something."
Yeah, or something like that.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. And he'd be like this, like thinking that she's in the TV or something. That'd be great. They'll do a comedy thing. He goes to stab the TV and gets electrocuted. It's like, what the hell?
This is what I'll never understand for a good comedy. They could actually do a combination of that and The Ring, and he walks in and sees The Ring, and then they should do a comedy Friday the 13th. Yeah.
where they're stoned out of their ass.
Yeah.
And they get away stoned out of their ass by accident. Like the stupid. They should have like Seth Rogen and everybody in a Friday the 13th movie. That's what they should do.
And then, like I said, have the ring in it. He walks in while they're watching the ring.
Oh, he'll destroy that thing in 2 minutes. What's her name? Whatever. He'll destroy that.
Come in the comments.
Yeah, no. Jason will destroy the ring.
TV, and then
that'll be done.
Looks at her and does.
He killed Freddy, so I'm sorry. That's the guy. He'll beat everybody. He'll take everybody out, Jason. So no contest. But that's me. All right. We're going to get out of here. We'll do Rehoopings if we have time. All right. Take care. Bye for now.